Hello dear students of class 7th. Today you are going to learn a new poem of your second term, and the heading of the poem is Upon Westminster Bridge. Don't mispronounce, it is not Westminster, it's called Westminster. So Upon Westminster Bridge, that has been written by one of the greatest English poet named William Wordsworth. Now you can see the image of William Wordsworth, who has written the poem Upon Westminster Bridge. Once William Wordsworth was walking on the bridge that you can see in the picture. This bridge is called Westminster Bridge, that is located in London on River Thames. So when William Wordsworth himself was walking on the bridge, he stood there, and he was walking early in the morning when the whole city slept. Each and every people had a deep sleep. At that time, he observed the beauty of London city, and he described the beauty of London city in his poetic form. This is the poem of 14 line. So this is called sonnet. This is called SONNET, sonnet. The poet has written this beautiful sonnet on a London bridge, means here Westminster Bridge. Now I'll read the line one by one, and afterward we'll go for explanation. So listen it very carefully. Now I'm going to read the line. You have to listen, and then afterward I will explain. Earth has not anything to show more fair. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by. A sight so touching in its majesty, this city, Miss City of London, now doth like a garment wear. The beauty of the morning, silent, bare, Miss empty. Ships, towers, domes, theatres and temples lie, Miss located, open onto the fields and to the sky, all bright and glittering in the smokeless air. Never did sun more beautiful steep in his first splendor valley, rock or hill. Never, NEER is a abbreviated form. Never, so I never felt a calm so deep. This river glideth at its own sweet will. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still. Now, the summary of the poem I am going to tell you. Listen it carefully so you can get the idea of the whole poem. Now, before starting the poem or summary, just look to the introduction. The introduction shows you or gives you an idea of the key feature or central idea of the poet, why he has written this poem. So in this poem, the speaker observes the view of London city from the Westminster Bridge. So he was standing and looking to each and every places, to each and every monument that is located in London. While Wordsworth often wrote about nature in this poem, the speaker appreciates the beauty of the city, which looks serene, means calm, early in the morning, especially since he is seeing the city removed from the usual noisiness and activity. At the early morning, there was no noise. That's why it looks very beautiful. Then the natures like rock and valleys and hills, they all are beautiful. Even writer has written that the city looks more beautiful than the natural thing created by God, because the city is very, we can say, calm and serene, and it looks very beautiful to the poet. So now we just move to the summary. You can see the picture. This is a picture of, yes, you can see this is the picture of London and Westminster Bridge. You can see here the Westminster Bridge. Now we go for summary. Here we just move to the sum line, and afterward I'll explain. So listen it. Earth has not anything to show more fair. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by. A sight too touching in its majesty. What does it mean? So in this poem, in upon Westminster Bridge, the poet is crossing Westminster Bridge into London during the very early morning. Wordsworth who loved nature. Wordsworth also known as the poet of nature because he represented lots of time the beauty of nature. So he is also known as Miss Wordsworth known as the poet of nature. But here, except nature, he finds the beautiful and clear scene of the London skyline, the beautiful sky, spread before him while he crosses the bridge as quiet. Just don't mispronounce. Some of the students or some of the people, they are mispronouncing this word. It is not called quiet, it is called quiet. Quiet means silence. So here he crosses bridge as quiet and lovely as anything to be found in nature. The city is serene, calm. There is no noise in the early morning. Not yet awoken means even the city is sleeping. All the people are sleeping early in the morning. So not awoken. He marvels, he surprises, wonders over how still, means quiet it is. Now he has, and we all observe the city is full of noise, but in early morning he finds the city London is very calm and quiet. So that's why the poet, he was attracted by the beauty of the city London. More specifically, in short, in these first three lines, Wordsworth say the city is so beautiful, means fair, that you would have to be a very careless person, means dull of soul, not respond its beauty. Some of the person and many of the people like we or like us, then we are moving here and there and we are not spending a single minute to look to the beauty even surrounding us nearby our house or houses. There are lots of beauty that's spread by nature. Even in our daily routine life, we are so active and busy, so we forget to notice them all. So here the person who are not noticing the beauty of nature, so here Wordsworth use one word for those people. In the eye of Wordsworth, the all people who are not noticing the beauty of nature, so they are called dull of soul, means the person who are not interested in beauty of nature. Now we are moving to next lines. The city now doth like a garment wear, this beauty of the morning silent, bare. Bare means empty. Ships, towers, domes. Here you can see one photograph. So this shows domes. This covered part is called dome. This covered part of any building is called dome. So here the ships, towers, domes, theaters and temples lies upon onto the open fields and to the sky, all bright and glittering in the smokeless air. What does all this line means? In the next sum of the few lines or two lines, he says, the city wears is silent. The city wears what? Silent. This city looks very beautiful and it wear a garment of beauty, and this beauty is considered as a mourning. So here in next two lines he says the city wears its silent beauty like a garment laid, means put on it. The person is just like looks very beautiful when he wears a garment, dress. Garment means dress. So here city is also wearing a beautiful dress, and this dress is not made up of cloth. This dress is the dress of silent. On its ships, even its ships, domes, towers stand out bright and glittering, means shining in the clear air. Smokeless air means clear air, and it looks so beautiful in the eye of the poet. Now we move further. Never did sun more beautifully steep in his first splendor valley, rock or hill. Never saw I, never felt a calm so deep, the river glideth at its own will. Will means over here wish or desire. Now, summary of the same lines. The next two lines, note that the sunlight falling as beautifully on the city as it would on any part of nature. Here the poet, you can see in the above lines, valley, rock and hill, all three are created by God naturally. So here poet says that sunlight that beautifully sharply steep and covered the first rays of the sun. Plus splendor means first rays of the sun falls on valley, rock or hill. Even it's not look so beautiful like the sunbeam or sunlight that is falling on the city, on towers, domes, theaters and temples. Means as and when sun rises in London, and when sun's rays fall on the some of this organs object, towers, domes, theaters, temple, so all these are just shining, all they are just glittering due to sunlight, morning light, and it looks so beautiful than the beauty of real nature like rock, valley and hill. They all are faded, is not too much bright than towers, domes, hills and theaters. So here poets want to represent his idea that all this, we can say, part of city, towers, theaters, temples looks so beautiful than the natural thing. That's why in the eye of William Wordsworth, the city of London is so beautiful, extremely beautiful. But when you can feel all this beauty, when you spend some time, here William Wordsworth spent some time and observed the beauty of whole London city early in the morning. Now, last few lines. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep. Means all the people are sleeping. Houses means all the people are sleeping. And all that mighty heart is lying still. And mighty heart is also lying still. Means all people are also sleeping in their houses. Now, summary of the above lines. The given lines show how busy and full of activity this major commercial city is. Commercial, that you know, trade and business. This city is considered as a commercial city and center of empire, usually of kingdom. It's no wonder Wordsworth is surprised at the calm. The whole city is from day to night full of traffic, noises and lots of activities. But when he found the whole city is very silent, very calm, noiseless, then he was attracted by the beauty of London city. He, however, you have ever been in a city or town in the early morning or on a clear sunny day before the bustle means busy. Bustle means busy and activity has begun. So your city, even Visnagar, where you are living in any city, when you find, if you want to find the real beauty of the same city where you are living, you have to get up early in the morning, at least 5 o'clock, and if you observe the surrounding scenario, it looks very beautiful, I am damn sure. So here, if you want to observe the beauty of your own town or city, at least 1 or 2 days you have to get up early in the morning, observe it very minutely, each and everything, then you can find out the city or town looks more beautiful than you observed earlier or before. So here William Wordsworth also observed his city in early morning. That's why he found it very and extremely, we can say, beautiful. So you know what Wordsworth is talking about. What he most marvels or wonders at is that this sort of serenity, means peacefulness, can exist in any urban area. Urban means city area, not just in nature. So some of the person believe that nature is always beautiful. Yes, nature is always beautiful. Do agree. But if you want to realize the beauty, if you want to feel the beauty of your town or city, you must observe it clearly and minutely with the same idea or intention what Wordsworth is having in his mind. Means at the early in the morning you have to wake up and observe your city or town. Definitely you will get the beauty of your town and city. Now the summary ends. I hope you understand the summary.